Hey, hi, hello. Good morning. Y'all, we're going to get a totally different YAP today. I don't know what I was going to talk about. I do know, but I'll just make it a post on Instagram, child. But listen, y'all. Okay, let me calm down because I'm very activated. Good morning. I'm Tara Priolo. If you've never seen me, if you're new here, because there are new people coming on to the Substack, I'm Tara Priolo. I am your resident Black, biracial, multi-passionate musician. I make the intangible tangible by helping you release the entanglements. Okay, that's what I do. Now, this morning and all along, and how do I want to frame this? I want to frame this by reminding that in 2020, when the protests were going on here, when the uprisings were happening, there were lots of people that were really more concerned about the buildings being burned down than the people being hurt in the street, right? And I went into my bag and was like, there's two things here, and said, you know what? We got to stop caring about the buildings. Got to stop caring about the buildings, boys and girls and babies. Like, we got folks, I saw online like a discussion between trans, non-binary people basically requesting that we just use a gender neutral term like folks or humans or friends or something like that instead of doing girls, boys, and babies. But anyway, no group of people is a monolith, Anyway, point being, at that time, I was like, y'all, we got to stop caring about the buildings and start caring about people. The people, darling, the people. Now, fast forward to 2026, right now. On Facebook, I made a post. It hasn't made it to Instagram yet. I'm sure I'm going to get some haters on Instagram too. I made a post because Walls and Fry and the police chief, I don't even know his name, child, they came out and we're all like, basically like, we're outnumbered by ICE. Good luck. And try to stay peaceful. Good luck. Stay peaceful. And I made a post that essentially said, like, they're lying to you. They are agreeing with ICE that if you quote unquote comply, and the ICE slogan is, right, if you comply, you won't die, right? Or comply or die, right? And so I made this post and I said, wake it up. They are capitulating, essentially. I didn't use that word, but I should go back and edit it and use that word. And that the peacefuling, like the peacefulness that they're asking for is putting everyone into submission, right? Or the people that are listening to it. And someone came in my comment section and said, what is your solution then? They're outnumbered. If you had just listened, and these leaders are in a position that no one else has been in before. I don't want to rake this person over the coals. It is on my private Facebook. I'm not going to say their name, I'm not even going to repost it. If people see it in the comment section, the people see it in the comment section, the people can respond the way that they would like, right? But what I will say is zoom out, make sure you know your history, because these are not the only leaders, right? But B, like, yeah, you want that open? You gonna put that on your face today? That's so beautiful. Let me do my bronzer first. So where was I? Hold on, it'll come back to me. Okay, I think I accidentally zoomed in a little bit. The bigger picture here, right, is that if we lay down right now, if we are 100% peaceful, A, people are still going to die, right? People are still going to die. B, it's making it easier for them to do it again, right? They are enforcing a mile so that they can take an inch. And if we give them the inch, then we're going to be sitting in the inch until the next mile gets taken, right? Now, the other thing about this whole thing, zooming way out, not talking about that particular thing, that particular comment, right, is that me saying that being peaceful is not the only way, and to stop complying and to stop falling for this is not me calling for violence. That is a dichotomy that y'all have set up in your brains, that white supremacy set up in your brains. Right? Hello? Yeah? Okay? All of the tactics that the masses have at their disposal and all of the tactics that we have at our disposal should and can be used. That does not mean that it can just be peaceful or just be violent. There are in-betweens. There are other ways. There are ways to have fun, even at violent protests, violent riots. And the other part of this is that even at violent protests, even at violent riots, even in those spaces, oftentimes people are responding to the violence inflicted upon them. So by saying people need to remain peaceful when people are literally being harmed, right, is victim blaming. If you had just remained peaceful, if you had just complied, right? This is a short one because I am heavily activated. I need to go do stuff. My shower, I had a lovely shower this morning, but I need to go get back on the Signal chats. I need to send some announcements. I need to do my daily update post on Instagram and Facebook. And yeah, that's it. Like we're not going to win the war by following the masses' tools. And the masses' tools are being used to put band-aids on the symptoms of the problem. But the problem is white supremacist capitalism and colonialism. And once we see that, you can't unsee it in every situation. Peaceful protests are met with just as much violence as violent protests are. And we've seen that time and time again, right? Which is also why the National Guard is not being deployed, in my opinion. Because when Walls did that the last time, and every time the police have been out this time, they have turned on the protesters. Okay? Anyway, we can discuss that somewhere. I love y'all. Joy is the revolution. See you soon. Goodbye.